Bed 5 needs dressing. Dress it. Mr. Richardson is complaining about his phantom itch again. Scratch it for me, please. And Mary's obs. I still don't like her MAP. Can you keep a close eye, please? And page me if she deteriorates. Okay, I'm going on a break, which I will be spending listening to the wisdom of Hair Director Fletcher. I suffer, so you don't have to. Thanks, guys. So, how do you know Rick?
Rick.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Griffin.
Oh, he treated my mother. Like, I should probably let you get on. You're clearly very busy.
Red carpet, right? Unless I'm boring you. Besides, I am off to a very exciting management meeting.
Very exciting.
I might be exaggerating a little. Let's go find out, shall we? Come on.
Thanks for taking time out of your break to do this. I won't keep you long. Now, I know things have been difficult, but I want you to know that my door's always open. Any problems you've got, any needs, I'm here.
We're understaffed?
I know. All right, but the staffing levels are still better than what they would have been under the proposed recruitment freeze a few weeks ago. So we've taken it off the table.
Yeah, why was it even on the table?
I can't say.
What can you say?
Well, now's not the time for that part of the discussion.
But you said you were here to answer any problems.
You called a meeting to inform us, right? So inform.
There was a discussion on a complete promotion freeze as part of wider fund consolidation measures.
What does that mean? Who does that mean?
It's not just here, and it's not Fletcher's fault. St. Francis have had recruitment freezes. Positions are being consolidated. You're shooting the messenger.
Amira, thanks, but it's okay.
What do you mean consolidated? I haven't heard about this.
Well, I know for a fact that transplant coordinator has been centralised to St. Francis. You know for a fact, do you? Because I'm transplant coordinator here, and nobody has told me that I'm moving to St. Francis. You're not? Well, moving, that is. The job's gone to Janice Chambers. Fletch?
It's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, I don't know about you lot, but my morale is certainly boosted. We should do this more often.
Sorry, but Essie.
Well, that escalated quickly.
It's always so fraught.
Tough times. Maybe Essie broke a ceramic cat too. Oh, I had an accident involving a piece of pottery. Apparently I've doomed Rick to 1,000 years of bad luck. I've tried gluing it, but it's no good.
Well, it sounds like you need a polyvinyl acetate or a good 2-part epoxy. I might even have some polyvinyl in the car.
Well, look at you. Aren't you full of surprises?
Essie. Essie. Look, wait, I can explain.
Okay, explain. Why has my job been centralised? And don't say funding consolidation. See, you can't explain, which means it's bad and you won't say any more because you're management.
You're my friend. That's why I found it so hard to tell you.
Well, harder than it was for me finding out from some agency bin. That was so humiliating. So what happens now? Do I go back to full shifts as ward nurse?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it. I know that that's completely inadequate, but I only found out this morning.
It doesn't fit.
I don't think it ever will.
You just have to grow into it.
Miss Harris? You okay?
Fine. Call me Essie, Frederick. We're all friends here.
Quiet. A young man has been admitted with abdominal pains. He's been asking for...
I didn't mean to worry you.
Oh. You okay? Fletch!
Not now, Amira.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Sorry, which part of not now didn't you understand? Right, I put your mims back on the list, so saddle up, it's showtime.
How masterful you are, Sheriff Fletcher. I'm all a quiver.
Theatre's ready. If you're not, I can ask Mr. Wassini.
Over my dead body.
That could be arranged.
Have Mr. Chitwood taken to theatre, please. Thank you. Happy?
I just want one thing to go right today.
Okay.
Perhaps you'd like the scrubbing.
What?
Are you kidding?
Oh, we are a teaching hospital, nurses as well as surgeons. You want to learn, we want to help.
Thank you. I'd love to.
Okay, but you're digging yourself a hole.
I might just find a rough diamond.
I remember where I know her from. She was in the ED when the helicopter crashed. She was out of her depth then, and she is now.
She's trying.
She's drowning.
Slowly, gently, feel the edges come together. Well done. You're a fast learner.
Oh, what can I say? You're a good teacher. I might put you in your hands. Right, so what first got you into pottery?
My mother.
Oh, the one that Mr. Griffin treated?
Didn't have any others.
No, of course not. Was she a...
She died.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened?
I'm not entirely certain.
Right, I'm sure Mr. Griffin did everything he could.
Donna, I haven't been entirely honest with you.
Donna, there's Mr. Geoffrey Grange here to see Mr. Griffin.
No, it's Jeremy. He's right here. Jeremy Warren.
Elaine Warren was my mum. Look, she died in here 3 weeks ago.
I know who Elaine Warren was. What I don't understand is why you've been pretending to be someone else all day. What were you doing? Spying? What were you thinking?
That my mother died in here 3 weeks ago, and no one seems to be able to or bothered to give me a decent explanation as to why.
It's Mary. I have to go.
Temperature 36.7 BP, 110 over 72.
I rang you.
I was working.
Exactly where is the pain?
All over.
A stabbing pain, a constant ache?
Both.
I see. Let's get bloods and a word, please.
Gonna be fine.
And what if I'm not? I won't be able to travel, will I?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Are you saying he's lying?
I'm saying there's no sign of periodontism.
Essie, look, when you get a minute, can you... What's up, Parker?
It could be appendicitis.
There's no sign of periodontism.
Maybe it's retrocecal.
Can someone tell me what's going on?
It's not. He's faking.
Why would he do that?
You know why. You heard him. If he's sick, then he can't travel. If he can't travel, then he doesn't have to leave you, which I won't make him do. I just want a son who is safe and happy, and if that means he has to stay here with you, then we'll have to find a way to make that work.
Stay with me.
Well, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Look, can you keep Parker under observation and don't say a word to him about any of this until we get back?
Get back from where?
ITU. Jessica Whitehead has withdrawn her informal consent for organ donation.
All sorted up? Saw you reading the manual.
Right. Was that before or after you went crying to Miss Carnick about me not being up to the job?
Oh, that's why you're so snarky.
I'm not snarky. Maybe a little bit annoyed.
I didn't say you weren't up to the job. I was just worried you might be trying to take on too much.
I'm more than capable of handling this procedure, thank you.
Oh, I can see that. That's the point. How are those scrubs feeling, Fletch? Comforting? Like a comfort blanket, perhaps?
Afternoon. Who checklist? Okay, we've got minimally invasive mitral valve surgery. Patient Nathan Chitwood, 54. Consultant is Ms. Nola and I'll be Nurse Safar.
I'll get that.
No, you stay exactly where you are. Debbie, can you pick that up, please? What do you think you're doing with that bit of kit?
I was prepping it.
You're not qualified.
Not in theatre conditions.
Have a look around you.
I just noticed that the port had come loose from its cabling. I was trying to help Fletch.
It's Mr. Fletcher. And do you know what? I think I've had quite enough of your help for one day.
Fletch.
No, you are a train wreck. Have you got any idea how much that kit costs? I've got nurses losing their careers and you're dropping £9 worth of kit on the floor like it's an old sweet wrapper.
You startled me.
You've got earphones in. Earphones? You got to be kidding me. We're over here trying to save lives and you're listening to Ed Flippin' Sheeran.
It's not music.
I don't care. out of theatre, please. And for the rest of the shift, you're on restricted duties. Go on, off you go.
Well, I'm certainly feeling inspired. Anyone else? Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Give us a second, the camera reports come loose.
Well, that's awkward.
BP is 76/46 and heart rate 181.
Yep, she's in an SVT.
Mary, you're experiencing something called supraventricular tachycardia, okay? Which is just a fancy way of saying that your heart's gone a little bit askew. We're going to try and calm it down with some medicine. All right, my love? More adenosine?
Hasn't had any effect. What about verapamil?
There's a history of asthma.
Okay, we're going to have to cardiovert. Can I get a defibrillator, please?
Morphs. She's 83.
The SVT's getting worse. We need to make it stop.
I get that, but isn't there a gentler way? Sinus massage?
Any history of carotid artery disease?
Nope, no strokes.
Okay, we'll give it a try. Don't worry about that. Can you?
Yeah, sure. Mary, Dr. Digby's going to massage your neck, okay? It's going to be firm, but not painful. I want you to focus on me, all right, my love? Just look at me and be calm and breathe and think happy thoughts, okay? Think about your bill waiting for you at home. There you go. There's that twinkle, cheeky monkey. BP stabilizing.
Heart rate normalizing. And we're back in normal rhythm.
Do you feel better, Mary? Well done. Brilliantly. Okay.
We're going to have to ring social services as soon as possible and find out exactly where we stand.
Where we stand with what?
Parker, taking him on full-time will have legal implications. You know, is this a foster situation or is it going to be an adoption scenario?
Adoption. Essie, you do realise that Parker has to go with Kim, right?
Were you not just part of that conversation?
Yes.
So you heard what she said?
Essie, she's not thinking straight.
I disagree. I think it's the most sensible thing she's ever thought.
She's Parker's mother.
And she wants to let him go. For his sake.
You can't possibly believe that's what's best for him.
Why not? She does.
And you? Do you really think that's what's best for Parker? Or is it what's best for you?
And what's so wrong with that?
He's not yours, Essie. He loves you, but he also loves his mum, and you can't make him choose. You have to let him go. You have to say goodbye.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
That I'm going against my father's wishes. That what he was doing was a great gift. That it would save people's lives, change people's lives. My mother died when I was young. She was my age when she died, same age as you two, more or less. It was very sudden. I was so young, so I didn't know what had happened. I mean, I kind of did, but not really, you know. I didn't get an opportunity to prepare, to say goodbye. So on her birthday, I wrote her a letter. Told her what I was doing, what I was feeling, how much I miss her. But I can never say goodbye because I'm not ready. And I write a letter like that every year, just like I did last night. I'm not going to tell you what to do about your father's wishes. But what I wanted to say was just find a way of letting go, to make your peace and say goodbye. Today.